Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Yo, abusafo me mamo akwaba ede moba PENDREAM TV. So mpacho ye be call Onua TV akohwe interview bi a course between Yatiti and national former national chairman for the National Democratic Congress NDC amanyoku no and owura Ofosu Ampofo ono ena enkomoyi. In fact ukutie nsamo a owura Ofosu Ampofo aka edi afa omampanyina be di akiri Mamudu Bawumia ne omampanyina Akuffo Addo ne dwiri mamudi adwire sa wonim so omunyina omufiri kuro ba akoso omunyina oni omampanyina Akuffo Addo omunyina omufiri kuro ba akoso omunyina ya ochefo no mo ya omufiri achemman mu enti no ensamo a wo ka no mepese wankasa ye kona ukutie enkomo no na yesan ba hi PENDREAM TV message so be subscribe to the channel na wa like video no edi amam pacho ye hwe nyina no wa dwenkyere bia na wo de ato comment section no ase edi amayen me pacho yenko na yenko hwe ye interview no embra sesia
chairman Emma the National Democratic Congress Chairman Ofosu Ampofo photo and your car with me say and we say me can mitiminya what you say me fancy to me question and I feel so yet me a kind year local governments ye kind of pass a juma wo ye no na eson pa chairman akwaba
yeah
umpomu ye de na se ne se ho dodo kakra ho de aba
eguso anti say matimi ananti abedru ha
na chese onyame ne yeda nase
onyame ne yeda nase na anopa mba se na wasi hiti no na mejidi se anhwa me ben okra obehye me
chama me amajo mabafo na chairman obeka se NDC as a political party my ready muy serious for power 2024
Yedikama minchia wahwefo ene atiefo na anope na memfase da kese magana fo a omodo wo mpaibo time achi ebra meko ahochire kakrem yeka readiness of NDC to win power enye ne start megidi se ebra yeto about 2020 yede gidi se nkunimde ne ba yafa na niema bi antoto yenti no kokokota yamfa ansha yensa no eno an ye hye asese yaso fi ase bro enso ntama na wani ye kokko nti ye hye asese ye reorganize party no ebo modern call all the 16 regions eno mko hia ye to adwen ye nia broni be friend no say a friend say yenya debriefing and ye review ema yehu niama anko yie ba bia o se de toto ne ade nyina yedi kan ye no kra ansana ye be hase say ye elections ayi ye branches answer the ye code ye akko hu the state of our branches and the kwan be fa so a ye betimi da toto niama yie nti for the first time our party a history mono branch elections no kra no national officers ifrin kran echo all the regions echo for a juma ehwe say structure na the basic structure na a party no branch no ye de besi hoye okay we kaya ye Ashanti region ni Eastern region esi nchen ama ye we all the 14 regions no ma dodo na sign course at 2 regions no echo ye juma e move unit to unit ehwe say ne was ye be the party ni sisi ho no ye besi ho eno achi ansa na ye hyase ato aba ayi branch executives na through branch executives no ye de be constituency elections na through constituency elections ye de be regional elections ansa na me be free so class a chairman na party no ya reorganize no from branches na aba be do region
okay
until the only structure of the party me fa de say na eni ho no the national structure na eno ne call congress e ko yi national officers and now man every party so ntino the journey began immediately after the 2020 election nti ye can readiness enye say bia enne na obehu say enipa bi nam ne aka say no you need to put structures in place. Nti me met me asi me bo aka say NDC is ready for power in 2024 because the journey towards winning that power no yantena sidako. Na processes ne asha say aba be dum pempen so all the structures of the party no are in place. I mean said the final structure no na campaign teams party no e dey atudwa say ya say ya to campaign teams ya dey no tudwa penetre say the super structure no are complete ama I was say bibia koda no me sure say from this time on no maybe the last thing I can say party no e be launching the manifesto na fe ya dey jumade no akoso nti me fan say campaign programs in there ni na wo and egu akwan mu a and no say me to kwan ko ba bi kakra I got the opportunity to pass through Eastern region briefly. Now all the 33 constituencies organized as of deputies a major workshop mu esua ediama ebetua bomb no madwuma de atumi akoso minya opportunity eno mo kokasa e ma me so no I mean ne also me boa no mutimi ehun because you say organization de mayache nti no me domain me duru ho no say me duru ho the topic the ma me because we no say my topic the bro be 3 months ago kra nka yenum say dia and then you know they were all happy nti no me bo party number so say all along no all the systems and structures no are being put in place to ensure say the party will fire on all cylinders and ensure say this time round me need say we have any excuse to give Ghanaians. Okay. We are because could be a Ghana for a bit share on a small market and say, "Hey, better abana mamu." A casa babo abato na ye better no buy. Now, ma making sure say the resource is declared. Until we say NDC near bread na there be a ye new easy so ye new easy so. When you uncle easy no so, no one making sure say the right thing is being done there. You don't say can ebeja danka. And now, say once beaten, twice shy. Into no, we say party na near bread. The flag bearer is talking about it. Leaders are talking about it. See, be a kwekwe na se atrase. Amana ba atiabo di chimakum no. Ne banti kuma on transfer be na sentonko. Into no, we awareness. Then they say you na be raise the next awareness. I will say we need a very neutral umpire. Electoral commission. Betimi ama yenya GD say. Nkofo koto ma ba abato no ye be kan ye kan so a ye be declare because enko ban say 2020 ye to abawie ya electoral commission to me declare resource o declare we no asan aba abeka chan say na me de ba na mistake nti no me san be sesa e mo sesa ya be 5 times or thereabout e been see that since 1992 one of the basic requirement what your constitution no say see to abawie the electoral commission is supposed to declare the results once. Or can one year and one on. So it's not called between us, not saying my mistake. Then, of course, by what your lawyer for nature say, the results should be declared null and void because it has constitutionally defeated itself. And no any idea, unfortunately, no, your court Supreme Court, no, your commissioner, no, amejina dokumu, and chere yentia. Or yes, I did because 2012, no, the Supreme Court, Farijan, was made to come and stand in the dock. Emma with me explaining the decisions near the Emma Supreme Court judges no interrogating. Until at the end of the day, no Supreme Court no crano Emma directives, your policy directives say electoral commission. Munye say send a baya. Sadly we say insensible. Unfortunately, we didn't get that opportunity in. After the 2020 Supreme Court, you need to know what we in the Supreme Court me and my orders be say, so orders in the Electoral Commission say, and it's the same commission that is there now. Into your responsibility say be policy commission. Okay. Now you're making sure say the right thing is done at all time. That make me not obi can say obi can so Electoral Commission for to be regular election and Marco can say I didn't America. You see. The processes leading to the election and the more we have confidence in the system. Recently, look, I say, registration. Yeah, we registration. Now you say a person, you call your exhibition of the friend. They say transfers. Now electoral commission, all of a sudden, by say, few China Konoma party ni biya emma. You see, oh yes, you don't build confidence in the system. You see a number no soon fidia, a number no never. You no man started. You told you no na Mama agent for crying about betrum. Adena, a could rule say transfers, but because the transfers no crowd are more critical than the registration.
Registration and kasa.
When you say we bet me at na computer. Na what me action nipa by 100 every one constituency the one why are gerrymandering? And there was a political parties not tenacity. Now we transfer every day be a normal transfer no. One more say nipa say they transfer one particular say no. We na say transfer period no twamua. Okofa new register na. Now your transposition one who say din dodo we say no and na constituency we na nti say bibi balance and numbers na sesa. No evidence so about no there baby sir. Now can say my be there. The last time me kai say 2012 election Tema East. Yenuya campus Ofosu he lost by 3 votes. In fact, in the year 2000, our constituency a friend of Okre constituency. Na MP or near friend Honorable Fuzitobe. Olusu by 2 votes. Enti se wo kotnase na wo ye transfers no bit me efa kwati kwan bi so e 300 free baby ko baby it can you can lose the seat. Enti ayame de say NDC insist yes say enyam na mutu ye ka ye ne abase be observe you know ye be transfer yenko. So the directorate issue instructions say we should defy the electoral commission order no and na nyamencha the electoral commission for nankasa EBT retreat and on by 360 degrees after the end can say macadam and the month. That is the kind of system that we want to build. So the buyer ubia any babum no who said again one of the major worries and the officers are you and one elections so say from temporary officers. So officers no so mu could dear who be ye hey nasa o ka se kumawu e bi ko ji sika ya see ya twon mo afiri hodom enti no ya replace you bisa say after replacing them what punitive actions has been taken against them enti one put a strong system in place obia betimi akọ and I heard Ofosu Addo saying so no MPP ni okọ kumawu no obobo nkrofo bi di omo ye executives of the party na electoral commission for recruit some returning officers. Those are the subtle issues one near the regular election. Previously what the electoral commission used to do they say election running at the constituency no and yet district officers in the running election no. In fact the district officers of the electoral commission for ya form ni tuomoka but some be whether there is election or not. It's your muka. But a na a run election. No. Returning officers, any deputy returning officers. No. One man casa ne run the show. No. Sankophone, they are only temporary officers. One moon electoral commission phone to Obano be di and the amount of Sembia now see where you do cry. Oh, Lusu be free. Until what the electoral commission used to do under Farijan. And I'm saying Charlotte say, yeah, they say, yes, publishing the names of the returning officers and their deputy returning officers. Yeah, they are about people. Say, Sanipa when the electoral commission intends using them for the next election and answer registration. As soon as you wait, and the person say, no, returning officer, the 2 deputies near Domdiaba. Now you call a memorandum from the public say, wouldn't be beer. It's you say Sankofu with them. One to mean yes, I'm for petition. One farm within a certain specified day, not Ichomua. Let's just say, Kawano Pado, who near Sambia was so can be. This time the electoral commission is not doing it. And two beside will say, how do they even recruit the officers? Some officers will be recruited to them as returning officers. No? They in turn recruit the presiding officers. And to one, you're careful. Now, Ofosu Addo can ya. Obi MPP executives no akwa nya kwan say ya you know as returning officer or no koyi presiding officers no any other auxiliary officers of no be. That is how elections are rigged. A gradual process. And those processes must be done with absolute transparency. I would say political parties no and yankwa oko IPACA, your IDEC, your IE, your other institutions are. In fact, some of the embassies no USAID and them say British for and Netherlands for money did now. Now interest our election to one representatives are mobile IPAC. All these stakeholders no, must be part and parcel of the process in order to enhance openness, transparency, and gender confidence in the system. So the abundance will be say at every point in time, no, you won't be near who send the we are not saying say we want to take the independence of the Electoral Commission. But I say yeah, boy, referees omoro FSR Premier League, you know. One more a match conference or some say Bibita pre-match conference. Normally play officials na koshia. Na referee near don't match commissioner say this is Mrai Debe Jumani. You cannot set out the rules without involving the stakeholders and key players. Political parties need and they are referee. In the better work for Mra was say one more may Mrana no there. Now Oko Park and also not footballers no 11 players no one in the park so between the referee man. That is the understanding was say nyina yehu. Na civil society for ne empanfo nyina hu say a person election no mo maye ntwen kosi say time be so answer maka say mo ye all night prayers mo bobo mpaye no na de. Those ones are not necessary. Ne was say we di kan ye de say ubahwe say niama ye di besisi akwamu ye di gu akwamu we na bibia ye totin and Pabono cry because already you know the systems will be in place, all the stakeholders are involved. Will be able to know what's intino and Pabono and Quaby. But baby, a bit do I can't want some more. I can say, Ubi a man and Nimraso say, you bet your Madrid could say, 1 year windy, Pari, and no credium room. Sunday by ya, a banner, and soon so babyano, Ubia tomorrow. That is where I expect our religious leaders and civil society organizations, traditional authorities near Didina, and show interest in the run-up and preparation. Essence say akabosomeno. Ya force you say momesi na monko trans na monko sign memorandum of understanding say outcome of results so say baby. If we don't do these things, that signature never go sign.
Okay. Some question me te bisapa but manya wo yidie. Wo de wo ye wa ben say politics no we de chirache. Enti me sure say answer me hwe ne me nsabeka aden na akwa te say party bia owo power bia no the electoral commission ni beye no one problem with it but opposition no problem because afareja in time ye hu ye na NPP ene no problem na mo so mo ba power afa na bibia ye fine mo ko opposition na mo ni isi anya problem MPP wo opposition no mo ne Charlotte say wo problem cha say it look as if say NDC ni MPP mumienu no do our opposition be an electoral commission no problem.
Well, Neomun
as a trust issue.
Neomun say a issue of trust. And a issue of the government of the day no.
More power ya mo ye niam bia na. The
government of the day no has a certain role to play.
Okay.
Together with the electoral commission. In managing elections. Opposition need role bebre. Into opposition need role no so be nani. Na ne ekoso no. Na need you waka na edikan say the CI a constitutional instrument a parliament na akoye mra na ya dey regulate the electoral process i.e. registration and voting ni na na ode sa krata no kono enye isi na deko ya attorney general na deko enti to that extent no attorney general office no some influence in pushing that process through. Patriotic in America, no say.
Yes.
Me atosu me no. Say koba say ye security arrangements. Election about ye betumu a. The president no otiso no. The commander in chief of the friends Ghana Armed Forces security agencies ni na no commander in chief. Into police na say IGP ɛne ne nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmbɛhwɛ abato no so nyinaa ɛhyɛ n'ase ɛna ɔno ɛna ɔkɔlo short no nti sɛ wɔama w'ani anna hɔ a wobɛhu no na rumors a yɛte sɛ yɛ recruit polisifoɔ recruitment no yɛhu advert biara na wobɛhu ane sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no wɔ ɛfrɛ de sɛ training ne yɛ training wɔn wobɛte no yɛsi o ɛyɛ party apparatchiks ɛne asesam ɛne ɛdɔm akɔgu hɔ the intention ne sɛ yɛ training wɔn sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛ deploy wɔn on election day na yɛdɔm akɔyɛ agents na woyɛ opposition na wote hɔ na sɛ wote sɛ wei kɔ so a na sɛ wobɛmia wa no nkasa w'ani bɛba ahoso na nneɛma afa wase because ɛbɛduru baabi no bɛhwɛ na regular police officers a wɔte hɔ a wɔyɛ experience a wɔwɔ a wɔgye di sɛ on the election day yɛ deploy wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma wɔbɛbisa no na officers bi wɔn sɛ o yɛn nyinaa yɛayi afiri nkyɛn o ɛde yɛde nkɔla bi sɛ wɔn nkɔ no nkɔhwɛ sade then it start raising issues mekae sɛ minority for ɛyɛ statement na nsɛn sɛ police recruit allegedly recruiting party boys from the government party no do akɔhwɛ mete sɛ interior minister no eba out bɛka so sɛ mo da me a me nso bɛbɔ din a mo nkrɔfo a mo de wɔn aba mɛbɔ mo din e de akyere wɔn after no mo bɔ din but that statement by the interior minister no alone should tell you say then there is something happening but what to make say obi nso di din abrɛw de a na kyerɛ sɛ you are not following the due process so you follow due process there and kan kyerɛ me say obi nkrɔfo nso di edin abrɛw nti no wo bɛbɔ mo din no akyerɛ wo din o mo de abrɛw. It means that systems are not working and that people are manipulating the system to get certain people into the police and they could recruit you say that. These are some of the worries are opposition. When you say, I'll see it to become awesome so that we put the EC on its toes. Again, you expect to say, EC no, every year very open and transparent. But Uko who say a deputy commissioner of the EC, etimi bie nano a statement to say a major political party like the NDC no has become the most existential threat to the democracy of the country there. Then never saw what trans because I want to know kawa on finishing so what to make us say NDC as a major political party a existential threat to democracy. Now, wow, said the pada, we are referee, when I election now, so there. Then what do you want? You have to tell us, you city up because Sandy Paya, no referee, or game, so there. So this is some of the things that a high thing and suspicion. My it me can say, I was here, you may need that one be any because South Mossy way, your boss, my your can't ask him we, and on one side, a commissioner in charge of say. His operations was a day.
Yes, I think training.
There be no training. Yes,
but my salary operations.
I know the episode. I don't know. That's what we don't know. I thought to say he owned an apology. At that baby and Quebec said, even pressure will be brought by the system for you to resign. Elsewhere, democracy here, Juma systems here, Juma. Who be one who has asked them, what compromise opposition? We cannot rely on your neutrality because you are. We also here a referee. We be here abanoswa. We be able to GDO. We say you call on China. You can ask them to ubeti. We can ask them we pa. Na edi hu akwa koto.
But there is a difference.
Again. Say who situation be a. Wakofa commissioner. Ono by commissioner. Na or immediately after before 2020 election. Na or ye IT director. A political party. A known. Tell radio so Kasama or tell TV so you want the clips in that day now. Or Kasama party no. Now confirm is on my commissioner. At the time, as I say, sir, no, a lot of the electoral process no are IT influence. Inti sa Akuffo be so by commissioner. Neti be a commissioners no, omo assign one responsibility. Say na can say obi in charge of operation. Sa commissioner no can be assigned the responsibility say in charge of IT system and IT deployment system or issue. Onipa Nankasa was IT director for MPP and no commissioner. It is all assigned so no cohere IT systems. How can you build confidence in the system? It in person Ghana for United say me matna IPAC for over 17 years. And I'm a IPAC so because me be your organizer of the party 2002. BC time me be your chairman ya na manko IPAC view and no me be vice chairman director of elections almost between 17 to 19 years and the matna electoral system no aye adwuma e bia me kra kababia nka e betumi akase me nko commissioner kra me hu say ayi experience amanya no betumi the commissioner man obi ti say e bia me say makmanu ya ne natena adwuma isu a o ka so commissioner obetimi nti no ye nyina no ye de adwen to ato a ene ye de boa say ne be your system no one election after the other no ye benya a certain incrementality in terms of efficiency and delivery services na electoral commission no nti ya nya de no mo e wo manso ya no mo ni ntokwa but ne aye kan ne say wo ma yenya confidence wo mo say etubade wo mo kodi no wo mba ye no periperi ye na wo de no kodi ba ye ye nyina ya prepare say no mba ye adwe na yatimi akọ ne akoto
difference the ben the war Afarijan regime and Charlotte say ni Jane Mensa de nim.
Oh, me dem be gidi say.
Wa say ho ha no. Yantini bebre Afarijan time.
Me Dr. Afarijan eye adwuma pa. Dr. Afarijan eye obi a obie ne pro eto for my suggestions.
Okay.
I thought the be a consensus building. No, you're very experienced but obie ne pro. O hwe reforms bebre nya wo electoral process mu na bebre no it take place during the time of Afarijan. Obeka obeya but obeboa se baby okra se moyenti committee monyi monipa weni nipa yamfa civil society for nka ho ye ko akosomo ne akotena se ne akohwe the previous yi no ne ahwe de ma ebeya ni nyina obehwe de ebepia ebeba no ne ye de yensan hyehyase enti electoral commission for no be implementing something that has already quietly no been agreed by the major stakeholders including both the opposition and the government party no and smaller parties no crowns no ye reps no do aka ho yeah it a lot of memorandum of understanding no one ya sa consensus approach ni aba but say kodu ba bia na posting no oh IPAC kokwa abi bekona amokas na the first no he okwa electoral commission who say police ni kura gina gate because Afarijan no de no ho no ono aba ono anoka ne car edeba odi police ni tin nchen. If you are doing the right thing, don't be afraid. And now call electoral commission amokas is hono. Amokas na chi na kra no IT systems and laptops na dey timi ayira. Meaning ba bia nkrofo no etimi bowura ironclad defense system ni security ni na timi ko wi a BVDs every where and yesi ahwehwe ye hu ba bia. So, no, that was environment. The environment was open. Obi aka ne ope ba otumi kodu ba bia say obi ko ba bi na say osere kra is had no aba electoral commission na ye meeting wasre had yeah famous friend say you know hwa me pesa me mbon krofo din wa but say oh had no aba ha osere no kwan ye asem foforo obeba no meeting aye no na wo police for ni ade ejina ho kutatu ni ade e dey nto ha na ekoko I mean within the 4 walls of the electoral commission conference room now IPAC social na police ni be ho enti ya political party no timi koto again but we are disagreement baba no you disagree at the end of the day no we find common grounds to agree on certain things yet we are moving forward. That's the spirit I made them say going forward no now the posturing of the electoral commission emra from kakra na afi so no women to improve communication. I thought be a communication no enye papa. They must you know my in time but they have had some very good people normal managing on communication on PRs. I personally don't think that the commissioners should be talking. Personally, I don't think that by best practices, the commissioners should not be talking. They must have their PRs. Now, kasa no more mistake. So I say, Ochame kasa na no fuma. Ye mfa show him. Into a here can not the champion, not champion cassa. The champion mistake, or champion I mistake. Into anchor communication, the commissioners, no, they are the very top. The common train, common pair professionals. There are professional guys within the EC system. One more systems, not more than commissioners, no. And I want to repeat, say electoral commission in Ghana, no. You were staffer, one more technical staffer, one more new Jumana say commissioners. No. The commissioners were just appointed. Obiatinamwa a debate 30 years or oh, first had the Panaka said he should be in charge of communication. Or Kasa as a technical person who understands the system. They know it, and we know some of them are in the system. I mean, they are very professional. So why are the commissioners now talking? They should not talk. No more technical people, no. And not the back, no, and stop of the commissioners. This is a very humble friend saying free consultants advisor.
Okay, many chairman Ofosu Ampofo and Gusua. Yedi Nkomo, former national chairman for NDC. Chairman, stories be brave or trending. Senate dear or new hotel size, say Abe Nkomo. But my mini camisa we and son of my Senate dear no so. Cathedral no, mu timi we power. Mo beto aso.
Oh, sir, Cathedral no de, obi na no Nyankopon so ne dae. Na or cashier Nyankopon say Obuamena say be president. Messi Cathedral na me dia hwe no nyam. Nti enye me Ofosu Ampofo ameti we enye me na me ko ebo ekwohye ebo. Me ma sorry am ko no. Ye sisi conference rooms ni bi so say Cathedral ne capacity ewo e do ko gomu afete. Na ko hwe Pentecost Convention Center. Na hwe big auditoriums na omosi na. Ebinum kra capacity no so ese Cathedral. So na ukọ na ukọ Perez Dome. Na ukọ sania Ajinasare. Na wasi wo ho. Ukọ eye Samkanchankra. Oil Dome. Na ukọ na wasi wo ho dom. Na ukọ na nsanya ma hu se ba ku bi nso apie wo Chado. Eye ICGC. Enso wasi kase bi e wo ho dom. Wohwa bem se bebre mi ntime mbo bebre din, but at least wohwa ukọ a friend say Anakazo. Na ukọ lighthouse ukọ Mampong. Na ukọ Anakazo dan ya lighthouse for si e wo ho. Me ye sure say ne kase e beye the capacity beye sesen e bia Cathedral ya omusi. Enti me I have contributed to my church in building some of the most magnificent conference centers in Munia Dia Ohono. Me infa will be promise I don't think President Mahama will take that promise for himself. You see, it will be a failure on the part of Nana Akuffo Addo between him and his God for failing to fulfill a promise. Bible moon me after. After call catch train Yankopon say me ba na ma me din kunima na me hia me fi anim bia me de beba for ya ma no be hia ne ba akopɛ. And so say urade ma bi ma no akanti no. Me nsan machi. Enti Nana Akuffo Addo ne Nyankopon wo masem. Na ono de Nyankopon de beka wo masem. Ene na me hwɛ ayi container kese bi a se 40 footer container a ye de freeze dry ba ya kofa eboto mu. Me nim player de ba say the shift na de ba say dey o. Ene ye de abesi ho a ne bi a no say sa ebo no yakofa freeze dry. Ene ye de ba be foundation of the foundation na nsuo tagusu as say me sure say ukọhwe nsuo no mu a say reptiles no name and potro no ne ade egum no enya asem keto. Is that what to do? I don't think say personally sitting here no I supported and continue support say you use state resources the enfanya sade ne to so mienu some person we see cathedral but bi o mo say cathedral no ko see I think the sighting was wrong. Me hu sa dan na wo kan no e dan no na need 2 years judges ne dan no e ye foforo pa do mo si e mo chiao e do mo si na me say 2 or 3 story e do mo si bebre sa adan na mo si na judges no. I know a judge who resigned from the judiciary because of that decision. I see there be ultimately say did diamond so on them na onfanye na dwuma judges ono na katua ya he adwuma nso omo ye no so they need peace of mind na ne aba na edina so se tu na kwotena baabi na yemubu dan no edan foforo obi resign because of this abubu sade we abubu a friend said adan bebre wo honum Greater Regional Minister Binuses our residents no and some other scholarship secretariat no money ya bubu ni nyina. Do you know the cost of it? Some person build the cathedral very easy fa pram ko hwa asase da ho no si cathedral no na create growth posts around the cathedral. We cathedral we see the kase na nkrofo kraba be conventions na de ho ha one pedua ne ombedi nti ebetimi build restaurants no money ade any hotels no money ade around it. Ubenya a huge car park no so kra no ebetimi ayo obi adwuma obi ko betimi am private sector bi say the BBC bi aba say underground park car park bi na so overhead car park and conformal conference a also betimi generate employment. Nti ubetimi aye na in future no what me expanding the idea ma bebre ye ho kire ye wo ha area mu ha moti ya kati a ho kire wo ho no they went and break all this do you know the cost of it? Now what break is at the way in area wa I want me ani e ma akasi ho na said na odi kan no. Well, I'm happy Dr. Bawumia for whatever reason he had decided say he wants to go and carry the burden of Akuffo Addo Kristonia akogina ho ne nyankopon aye atuna afide wo se mika sana wo kan be wo se Akuffo Addo sheda say o nsi nwie se na ebe ya obeja atu ho mo no Bawumia
David ni Solomon
as a Muslim no aba basic cathedral. You see, I mean, if you want power you must have certain principles. I don't know where Bawumia stands. The principle, remember we are the principle, but in leadership no you must define yourself, who you are. You are not going to stay say or turn from a boa who say and from under boa where the pendulum swings in your favor no you tilt that way. When it is against you, you are going cherry picking. Oh, I didn't want to say there me a driver's mate. It no me there me nkasa. Me there me who driver's mate. Opa ko odoko kanishi na kujina ho. Na the active driver's mate. In fact, drivers no any mate no kra no mates no e control car no kra say me maintain kra ba how better no so odoko kanishi oh eshamokobe and ojina say meda no obi o say yambi no say me na just onu na me ene me kra na papa mate no you so active say o ka say kwa e na woko o ka say jina no wagina. It is so people can say me the mate me no na ma yimu me nkasa na mete ho no kodru baabi na say nurse for allowance akamu a also I have directed that ye gi sika de mfa more na saa time no do onye mate o. So Dr. Bawumia has no principle and we don't want a leader who lacks principle. If you want to be the leader of this country, you must have principle, you must define yourself, you must let people know who you are, what you stand for. Dr. Bawumia has no balls. Otherwise, he can't even name his running mate. Go into their constitution. In December, what the running mate after you were elected. After you went to 1 month. We cannot trust this country into the hands of somebody who cannot even name his running mate. It is late. He is late in the day. He's late in the day. He has shown to all Ghanaians to say he's not in charge. President. Some people will control him. He will not control himself. He's not a man of his own. We want President John Dramani Mahama who stands on his feet and says, he takes responsibility for what he does. He apologizes when he makes a mistake and he moves the country forward. Let me assure you, sir, John Mahama is the safest pair of hands. I don't mention this. Dr. Bawumia cannot joke with the life of this country. Because you cannot go somewhere and meet members of the clergy and penifo Akuffo Addo. Now no man kasa o no kasa we there for I was joking. We don't want a president who will joke. Governance is a very serious business. And if you want to be president of this country, we don't want a joker to be president. And I want Ghanaians to know, sir, yempe joker. Oh, because I was joking. Joking before the clergy, before Ghanaians, no way. Dr. Bawumia, enough is enough. And some more kind, obey lectures, go and take them one by one.
Oh, David Chairman, the man call. Now, come here, say, videos, no one send me, Yanamo, Canamo, Ba. Dr. Bawumia, pay.
And the Mabubia no pay.
I don't know, Bebo.
Mebopa,
who said videos, I am not come out to me.
Me waterma, me de yanka bishop. And Dr. Bawumia betting Jatema. And no batema oil refinery anymore. Only quiet for her. Oil refinery anymore could see vacuum. And why a major industrial area, free committee for and about Edeko. And obey on also. And now by a bird, the person shaking a football say, Sakwana said, no crano. And one more near bitumen road view. No more have a concrete road. Sa concrete road, no one of the sa Temaquano and the Beshas. Yeah, more producers in after program, no more Aquino. No more the state of that road. Now, if you want to entrust this country into the hands of such a person to become president. Number two, Cecilia, I can say, would the crop for 100,000 Ekogu Independence Square say, when I will create one-stop shop, 100,000 people, not Ajuba, Ediaye. And then me by Yan Maridi said about 65,000 of the Naku traders. They say, it be no the car, you don't cut 9 months, it be no the car 12 months, it be the car 16 months. You Yamuka. And then Nafko, Yamutu. Ni come in some Ukraine say, Nana Akuffo Addo be catch a gun of food na say, Wakofa economic whiskey. No better the economy of this country round. Now, or your Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, the number say, or no about chairman of the economic management team. No about drive the economy. Now, the Omo say, one be changing the structure of the Ghanaian economy from friend said production from taxation to production. They are going to radically transform the economy and change the economy of the country. Yeah, you know, Sabio, what your mom now when you'll be changing the structure of the economy. Now you move from taxation to production. Now yet we are producing no beer. Sabu, we are DCDO, we are CPPDO, we are there. So production no cost no mano. Hotona, Nkolabenya Jumaye, Niama Bobefo, we are all praying, say, a Basosa. And then, Abanya, what taxi Ghana for, and saying all other governments in the history of this country is under Dr. Bawumia's chairmanship of the economic management team. Omaya, COVID Yaria, a year Yariwa, a Beka Yanya, and now COVID Diana, a Yam Shishabano. And then, Bawumia, that's what edgy COVID tax. COVID, Ghana how come say o ko aduane no restaurant na hwe receipt na ya de be ma no sa aduane kaka wudi akọ yam no utua COVID tax utua NHI tax utua VAT utua get fund aden. So you just oppose this one with the promise of mine and what be say does he have any credibility in coming to ask Ghanaians for a mandate? Oba ya no John Mahama, December 2016, I ever hand you over no. Na dollar near 3 cedis, 8 pesos. Dollar $1, 3 cedis, 8 pesos. And I'm buy and another Akuffo Addo food also Kufuor time no. Now $1 is to 1 Ghana cedi. John Mahama buy no $1 is to 3.8. Into the oba no be CC the man why ni. Yeah, and the dollar, every CD no, is almost 16 CDs to $1. Where is Dr. Bawumia? And on them no sir. Asano sukranwa, read him nukrane, and you money asano kwanswa, and can. Chama, put me sabia, and then you no kwa, nankaja, Mranti ni adeba.
Send your chama sabi ebiana, answer
now, what's up with that? Is your them. What you call? I Cossad, one money at the Ahimfono. You are here, I don't question them. Let's throw into my friend. There's a throw said your sister because or he who pidum. Let's say you or take a course to a baby, now you're bought a man, I say you're bokiti. Now, or Cossada, I say, yeah, so Nanocrado went to me. and sobre na no a ne we ha say na he na e don ko training be na e dem ma enti say ba bi $1 e ko do where is Dr. Bawumia e no ko waja no ye azonto so they said what's dancing on nam no. And the dollar is also dancing alongside with him. The dollar no so well say but dollar no so hurry. I must say dollar ecosystem. No, it's a very serious matter. Me name yonko bi ka say nra. I no ka tell me say. Ono no ye adwuma ba bi o adwuma na ka tuya e kakra. Nti o call pension, also call pension at 55. Na owie no na oje 13,000 a month. As the pension. It's not it me sono. Maybe be for say I mean with 13,000 it's okay. And I catch him say, sa 13,000 sa time no original. Now it was almost about $1,200.
Yeah.
It was the year be a year. Also say sa 13,000 a year less than 500. It's just about $500 you see. It no the disposable income no kuta no the value no accoffo by over 50%. Inti what to say about 7-point-something million Ghanaians are poor.
Yeah.
What the economic policies of this government is doing is to push so many people into the poverty line. Because first now we income near $1,200. Net me obi bia na say income number $500. You are being pushed gradually into the poverty line. It will your worker. Now worker to yana woji now to me dey bibi na and now hwe said enema boa ye the dollar could now redenominate no. Now push you into the poverty line. And to say no, Aban we have succeeded in pushing as many Ghanaians, almost 40% of Ghanaians into the poverty line. And to about to able to say no, me Ghana for say me patron and yes sir. Me maame no mu ene papa no mu ye MPP na ewo metu mu nti no ye ka MPP na metimu a me kwakodi akiri dwen wo daache President Akuffo in 2000 o se hwe wasetenam na to aba me patro
campaign message na se mu nyina mo ka o
me patro se ka me nya obi oba remixer e na obobo onkrofo bi a me so ba ko ampe na sempa Kofi Kenata
o sa o
entika obetimi na ono ne num na say ye ready
se ne mfant ne mu pi
enti hwa system na to aba pa no kofa Kufuor de no say no si ball no no me remix kakra ma me besia kakra kra me pe na me de aba na me de ama na maka kire Ghana for say enne hwa system na to aba.
But Chama, is it possible say momo background betimi a reverse dollar because yeah, as you acquire any more BBN to me reverse it.
Yeah, let me tell you. You see, there are certain basic things that people must know. Ghanaians should not throw their hands in despair. Normal Catholic said there is no hope. There is hope in John Mahama and NDC. Make us much no. Okay. When baby a dollar, baby a could do. Niente a could do sir. Your major foreign exchange and a kuku. Under John Mahama, na yewra friend say Upuni, Dr. Sinopuni, a chief executive of Cocoa Board. We achieve 1 million tons of cocoa per annum. So 1 million tons, yet me koji syndicated loans, by $3 billion. Now you koji every amanone any syndicated banks. There the $3 billion now break Bank of Ghana, but 2 accounts. Now I buffer. I ain't see a cheap back see a support to your CD because you were enough reserve $1. I bet me a transactive business. So many are there. Why is a cocoa not on? So cocoa not on a crank currency. I bet me advice. I do with $1. Petroleum for week a crank cotton. Yeah, for me, it's neat, yes, sir. And then Akuffo Addo. Well, apparently only one chief executive for the past 7.5 years. South Papano, of free cocoa growing area, of free Bogosu area, many did not call parliament, not represented the people of the good people of Amanfi East. When I was representing the good people of Antiaqua, South and Antiaqua, they and South and North Intent, me represent the whole Antiaqua. Joseph Buayedu, appointed as chief executive of Cocoa Board. Atimia supervising cocoa industry, no. I'm a cocoa production, see, I'm going to say, a year less than 500,000 tons. And what me born who we pushy production, ama 500,000 tons of free so amakoka. In fact, she says it's about 400 and something metric tons. One yet. And so you need.
See,
I don't touch him for the amount that we have you. Touch him for the father. See a bit of you.
By the way. Okay. And I said, cocoa production, they can't be nama city.
One of the major challenges in cocoa production. Inti say yanya analysis ni year. Near trust me so ababia ba ontimenya. Under President John Dramani Mahama no, or the pragmatic measures egu kwemu. Or say cocoa no assassin nagi. Eti the cocoa duani si so a yield the back of him. Eti memma mu free fertilizer. When the fertilizer no for good cocoa nasi. Na enso na yield the kosro. Yield no kosro a. U cocoa farmer no wo production no ba kosro. Usika be doso. Aban no so ono so ni percentage be there. Be doso. Ni atoso mienu no. Mebo modern I introduce cocoa roads. Na ba bia akwan na nya cocoa no kra bre a yentimi nkoyi no. For the first time no me di quota ebe gu cocoa akwan so. Se na be cars betimi akọ cocoa farm gates no. Na kwasesa cocoa no na de aba. These are deliberate policies. Maya nursery na madua mayi resist nursery no bebre na mama akuafo na besesa cocoa nursery so no ya nursery free mo mefa na mo nkodua na masanya ma ya beye free spraying say na be cocoa eni nyina ebeye. All these are deliberate policies abane dugu say be cocoa industry no betimi akoso. We did not achieve the 1 million ton no just by math. Because so the math a year planting for food and jobs shortage of food and prices of food were at the Chibia prices are going up. If these are the indicators we are going to use to vote today, now make us see Dr. Bawumia and the MPP Oma Feli Obano. Now Ohiesti Abia me panisho Tachima Diano unfair no. Na the person dey bia we ase no on fa tachima si ano nye na Ghana si ane de e pamcho ye mfama no ye hia a very experienced hands but we Ghana kodu no you need hia adwene kese te say John Mahama wa kwadare amamum na ene wo hia John Mahama na obisa na mamu asem from Amina to Zinabu everything about the economy of this country now say John Mahama anchire obechire. No, where he was. We want a president who will tell us where he's taking the country to. And do you know why Ghanaians should vote for John Mahama? John Mahama has one term. Or Base bulldozer. Or here another term. No, I can say when you're corrupter. That means you are. You can say John Mahama is on a path of redemption, resetting this country and redemption. We need him. Yempo bi oba say me be pay 8 years intino me be katasumo mo aso ma be da dan conform my John Mahama ehia 4 years. 4 years of pragmatism, 4 years of action oriented governance, 4 years of telling Ghanaians what it is, 4 years of using all the experiences that when ya e wo man we mu no answer be call retirement no I can say I have given my all. You know, President Mahama want to pour everything out of him. President Mahama want to leave Ghana an empty person. So say, oh, we never baby on mua, menena nantiache, and I know what he can offer this country. The passion that is driving John Mahama, they say, he knows where he's taking this country to. The health sector. The health sector. Senior President Mahama vision and our dream say, Mama building the best of health infrastructure, Mama Maya, and COVID by Assam to ye. In fact, ministers nibi omoye Minister of Health no omko da University of Ghana Medical Center ibisa omko reste aje ye kura yetimi providing hospital la so beautiful and so comfortable say minister kra nyare obetimi akọ say okoide okakoje na home e wo no de aba. That is the vision of John Mahama. Go to Rich Hospital man feel amonone aba me ko at Rencham Koto me and me ko da hospital facilities are what the best hospitals you can get in every part of the world. No call rich hospital like Bio. University of Ghana Medical Center is state-of-the-art hospital. Yeah, wako Bank of Ghana Hospital hoda.
Patrol room. By UGMC de mawura ho.
One kasa opasam nti ko opasam a say ya no room because patrol e wo ha ya o. Opekra me wi a me do beko. Ko Bank of Ghana Hospital na ko the facilities there. Top notch, state of the art. Bia me gapoha. Na me bo chairman ho. E dey address e besi International Maritime Hospital. Now yet the state of the art facilities are baho to the extent to say one more FPS for one more year Jumana Sate Rencham be bahwa. One do some of the helicopter they call FPS.
Yeah.
You form there to helicopter no you two more I don't remember Maritime Hospital. Ya ye helipad. Helicopter ni bisi hwa your system a bit me ama yare for no ya number straight to emergency na ya treating. Ya wo ya whatever. That's what this is the vision of John Dramani Mahama. Kotema Port, one of the modern ports in West Africa and by extension in Africa. Tema Port.
By a maton.
Yeah?
Yanton.
I was the board chairman. What we did was PPP. BOT. Build, operate, and transfer. Why the man see I'm a king it's about 7 years in here. One more transfer for, I'm saying, maximum of 25 years or 30 years. They say 7 years ago, port in the Sihono. Obekata when you baby, no, not time on us. Now, almost free, almost the port, no, Magana, Nagana, Afa. They say, you feel, say, Sata, no matter, Oboka, na port, no Ghana, dear. Inti, and your legacy, I build a man, Chilima, I will be did so, a didim. Call airport now, airport, no, say, Atwana. And they airport, one of the best. If you're that is what a visionary leader does. Kumasi first, no. Ufufu beja ufufu. Never to America befa because you make a flight in through Kumasi and Mankrai. Under John Dramani Mahama, ye extended runway. Ye did a friend say aviation lights. Ni adi na ko wa. Uti di fufu we. Man want to joke crowd my 8 o'clock. Ubefa play now they are at their Mankrai. You started second phase and then you muko wie kura almost say yeah in Canberra bia your mama na kwaji husika contractor ye adwuma bibia ya nsesa ni nyina na de yes airport for ya bi Kumasi e ko bia so a ya mojo mama din kura so wa bibi ho but the people of Ghana knows because answer na your mama be free so in about December 2016 and President Muhammad Otumfo nyina kwa no mo kate sword for the commencement of the second phase of the Kumasi Airport Rehab expansion project. Okay, so that no, and no more to Ethiopia was a day I call fast some Cassia by I say your mama should Ethiopia. These are records there. Go to KGT market and see what has happened there. Intermediate, young person may catch a Ghana for say Sabbath why ever 2 days. Maybe I'm 8 years now, Dr. Bawumia and Akuffo Addo. Hey, Niasasabro, Miss Ofosu say Niasasabro by Kotobi. No I know so want to be a kaboom one man or kaboom sasabro I'm a to be a kaboom that's a robot to be no I know near Akuffo Addo people beat me Ghana for they have nothing to offer in any case no why you near the elected Dr. Bawumia if he had anything to do or your chairman of the economic management team a flag bearer of the party it or the future of the party regionalism and kasa 1 year and also the year money no catch me say 1 year am be flag bearer no class say no mate ya my graduate mate ama ya the steer no asha mensa steer no ehe na nenam be no steer no emami say am famo
na chama ya fa senate nkomo no efem kakra ansa ma bisa question bi am di betwa to we are senate contributor na senate say investment or the sika me so me contributor ntime so maka ho investment or the sika no koye no kai ya ba muti no opay obi a na say private individual betimi di sika be him but minim say what hula balu fa asem no ho ye say Bryan champon ye ton ama no ye ne say sa senate investment ade ne hotel asem na da honom no ne kwan so na senate yeni
well ne di kan ma me nka say senate asem me kano as a Ghanaian citizen me so my brother me be boy na matua senate contribution me matua senate contribution more than 240 months 240 months na mo de ama mandate no matra etua bi kura ma ne broso nti I have every right to comment on how my contribution is put to. Ni di kan no. Me gidi say Ghana for your boomfu bebre. Se ebuofu pa. Aka me sure say ya tunte su kokko pa de akere aban we say. Sounds na me gidi say workers of Ghana need to use it. Even though of late you know who say there's some little proactiveness no. I think that it is almost getting late in the day because this is workers' money. SNIT investment, no, workers for sika. Now, this SNIT, no, say they should hold our money in trust.
Yeah.
So because you hold it in trust, and now they will be the 2 million say hold it in trust. In the Kabaya, Ghana for. Baby, sorry, I signature. I catch you say about 10,000 Ghanaians can say, board no crana, yam pebo, advance someone because they are not doing the right thing for us. Why I am not against anybody, any Ghanaian be say, you bet me, na yambo tie a statement be a champion, successive government, ne other politicians, I say, Ghanaians should take the commanding heights of business of the economy. Nti eno de kama pese Ghana for. But I say I want say is that what Akuffo Addo and Dr. Bawumia represent? Because omo ba ye no, omo beto Ghana for omo entrepreneurs. Omo taking the commanding heights of the economy. One is Dr. Akufo Addo. A renowned banker. What me are building the banking empire. I see you the bank. Say Ghana. Nipa bebre nya ho faso na beyond Unibank no our subsidiaries are area adwuma afi let's look at Dr. Pakwesi Ndum ono de ofrimo stock ye na ekofa de bae e no dan na chichire ye no ade ntoma bebo mo dia no but yeso tronkodu a no yin America Dr. Pakwesi Ndum revolutionized the banking system. He brought banking to the doorstep of the ordinary Ghanaians. Me too kwanko Ghana pa so obi e wa twin Ghana ha I mean, every nook and cranny of this country because our local government minister, national organizer for the party, vice chairman for the party, a chairman for the party. Minim baby, I mean, every corner of you could be able to share group in the bank.
GN Bango.
Me do baby, I'm saying, hey, na papa, and inti I'm my minimum in your microcredit. A 24, I na and call for it to be sham, a broom, but you seek out consumer did not me control back na GM Bank this market in China want to no akwaji we didn't need area or better no. And he was addressing the security that our market women were having. And now why intermediary or small scale also into economy be a bit me that aspect no a year and economy no a year. Royal man that's almost me na aboso no modua obeba na ya no aduani si your friend say esi tables near misa chop money. And
what did you say?
Sir Pakwesi Ndum Bank no are going to distress her. Do you know what we do to distress banks? Government comes in with an intervention. Lloyd Bank, they did same for them. In fact, in America recently, banks in Ibiwa almost go into distress. You know? The government came in to bail them out. And the government be bail you out. Now I be taking the supervisory role. No say.
Yeah.
Bank of Ghana ba betina okonso. Now making sure say obeye bank ni ye. Na sika e dia be hye no. Adehye bia no who make profit na yetete. Nti bia be 10 to 20 years no. Na watimi ate. I thought the big crowd for the sake of one employment of about 3,000 people or more lose some job. Any emma omunya identity government betimi aka say look, let us take part of the responsibility. Near write some off because of the social factors. Because when we say so the bank ko akurase the okase Barclays any Societe Generale any Ecobank enko akurase omonko
na Standard
Chartered onko akurase because oko ho the profit margin. I thought we could not quite social service. You don't get the profit. And the government based on this one, yeah, the Zika crash him near revival bank no more. How much money did government pump into restructuring the banks? And those who say about 20-something, 5 billion, and also the restructured bank. No. Meanwhile, he needed about 9, 8 to less than 10 billion. Yeah. Now, go to revival those ailing banks. No, do you know the troubles that people have gotten as a result of this? And you know, say about per se or individual Ghanaians, it may take commanding height. Our business more. He should start with Dr. Kamna Dufo, and Parkwesi Ndum, UT Bank, Kofi Amoaben, and Oma Akano. Nanko Wayesa. Dika Neno, Kawasi Hotel no so no. Oh, yeah, Sada, near who said, oh, operate simultaneous equation. And the simultaneous equation, they say what happens at the right hand of the equation must also happen at the left hand of the equation. So the mathematics 7 me right there because me fit school at check.
Yeah.
And that is what I understand.
One and the master can
But one to me enko gu Ghanaian entrepreneurs what banking sector nyina adwuma. Mo ba be ka kire ye say e ba hotel there obi abie hotel be a friend Rock City you know. O person o turn down no dey na adwuma koso. Then it means that you are not being fair. But in governance, fairness, transparency, equity, and a friend say social accountability, and it may be Emma Amamu etime koso. Eti Bryan Champon. Good. So you good wo hotel moi. Unim naka abanu betimi aye. Very simple. Government now appointed the board members of the SNITs. And majority of them are appointed. Intika government betimi aka say Bryan Champon we agric minister. But me hwe wadwuma wa ye e hotel industry na. Ma who said who knowledge I'm giving you additional responsibility. Nakoda board no so nafa sa enuonyam ni nimdie na wo no inject it into the a friend say SNIT hotels na enya adwuma no nafa wo entrepreneurship and I mean I say kwafo adwadie ni fa no koboa na ade no ntimi nye yi wo say da bi me to ama no o to ama no kwan ben so Panye ni. GH boy. Yeah, I mean it's a very serious matter. Yes. You see, so what you could have done simply was to have reassigned him and asked him to go and help in rebuilding those hotels. The second one, the woman they say, there's a certain propaganda air cost within the MPP media communication. Say, oh, Bryan Champon Koji Hotel, you cannot be minister of Agric. But Bryan Champon profile, now for better. Now he said, Bryan Champon has been a minister of state at the office of the president. Yeah. SNIT under the office of the president. And the decisions that was taken even to offload the shares, was taken at a meeting at the office of the president where Bryan Champon was a minister of state there. He has been minister at the Office of National Security. He has been a deputy interior minister or thereabout. Yeah. And he was part and parcel of the government. Was a cabinet minister. Decision when you take care of the core cabinet. And he is privy to those decisions. And so no turn around and be deal with other competitors. Then there is conflict of interest. There is clear conflict of interest because he might have been privy to certain information, certain other board no. Aban what so na Akuffo Addo na we SNIT for board from far. I understand the chairperson is Elizabeth Ohene. Elizabeth Ohene has served under Akuffo and has served under this government. He's part and parcel of the MPP government. I'm not saying she's not entitled for it. But no conflict of interest no. It is a minister no about not say this yeah. Netie bia no ma ban kra na wo ho na edu minister bi bank e be ka say ono so no or certain influences bi e betimi akọ etia do enti no me dem gidi say
okay
Bryan Champon and Sesa Okoji Hotel no
okay
and Sesa Okoji Hotel aka 6 months na aban be sesa aban sesa enema bebre betimi asi onfa no the Rock City Hotel no efe on running the day or a private entrepreneur. Now, near a buy the ano. Me Gidi said there, see flew to a day near Pe International hotel, so many a day normal bar. Obi Bano, me say, processes near fair, transparent. We'll get other people. Again, La Pam is doing well. Labadi is not doing well. In fact, Ofri La Pama, car, now they have a Labadi hotel. Moto, now they have a Labadi hotel. In fact, Nante, no cross boundary crowd now. Walk crowd, me sure say be a walk a crowd be that woman. And if La Pam is doing well, now more the magic formula now. All what you do, Bible cry or say talent, you teacher, you know. But when the man or year, no 2 4 then the shareholder. Or some money the no more money or the year, now on from Quintino, all what you do, they say, look, La Pam, you are doing well. Labadi is not doing well. We are ceding the management of Labadi to you. Now, I attend La Pam around, but me that anyway. There are so many management tools available to address this issue without necessarily selling it to the other person.
Okay.
Now, finally, no.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure they say, si bubu La Pam dino, Labadi dino, you bubu na from near see a ton assassin. The value of that land will be higher than what is being offered for them. Okay. Do you know how much beachfront costs to say? Intino, it is murky, it is not transparent. And Akuffo Addo, you can do yourself a lot of good if you listen to Ghanaians who poured onto the street. Why? What do you say? What done? Say Nebuchadnezzar, say Pharaoh. What prim wakuma? Nebeka biya wutie. Where the brawakuma se kakra na ti na Ghana foka. Na you in Safri sa hotel yo. Na yemfa some other means bi. Emfa revival sa hotel because state capture one person. And do you know the painful aspect of it? You are giving 60% shares. It means that Ghana has lost its say.
Yeah.
Because there's majority shareholder, no, they call the shot.
Yeah.
And you can say I buy take 60%. Now you have 40% shares in the private sector. Now buyer who do sway in terms of say and the workers now I think it's a bad deal. And they should listen to the voice of reason.
Okay.
They should pull out of the deal and use other means. Okay. But Champo, you can do yourself a lot of good if you humbly eat the humble pie and decide that other people, because we cannot give 4 hotels to one person. Big hotels, big land, we can turn it around.
Yo, auntie, abuja for a year, Honorable Ofosu Ampofo, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, Yura Same Photo, ono ene yakofa na ne nkoma okodino ewo ye Onua TV so eri abrem no. Se mo ankasa mati mo hu se ensamna oka no ne kwan so se otumi fire omampanyini Akuffo Addo. In fact, baby a yadru no enya akrakro. Baby a yadru ni nya akrakro. Enti nkrofo bi ha first na obehu omo abefi a obefi se nipa no ojo. Ana se ebia onya basabasa but baby a adru no so utie se de owura Ofosu Ampofo kasa utumi se abufu ewum and unya kran kan sem no kran no obetumi akeka de chance because uhwe omampanyina Akuffo Addo na manyo sem a wo ye ne amambu a ubu a akoye se ase papa no o percent okobisi anase opesi problem bi esi ewo mining ansa na obeye de o so yi u se de bi I think that it is hard time was say baby a yadru no yetumi eka no kre ede kire tumi ma tumi hu se ya ene ede tumi no ede ahye omonsa abusanfo aha PENDREAM TV be subscribe to this channel. Now I like the video no ede ama no adwenkyere bia na wo de ato comment section no ase ede aman pacho yenko na yenko hwese yebetumi ede ansam foforo esan de abram pacho oba following our social media handles nyina so and baby abefo be PENDREAM TV uba Facebook and so PENDREAM TV yes edamu yopo.
Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.